My girlfriend came out of my guy roommate's room in the morning, and I have too. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. This is a real mess, so bear with me for the long post. Sorry ahead of time for the rambling. This has blown up over the last 2 months, so the wounds are fresh and I'm still not thinking straight, so it's going to jump around. I am 25, was with my GF, 26, for 7 years. We lived together with 2 other guy roommates for the last 3 years. She started night shift a few years ago and quickly distanced herself from me. She wouldn't cuddle when we watched TV on her days off and only come to bed to cuddle for a minute or two when I went to bed each night. If she was home, there was time where she would have off for a week or two and she would spend most of that time with my roommate, M24, who I met BC. We lived together in dorms at college freshman year. Their time was usually to smoke weed together when guests were at the house, but always seemed a little more. I told myself that was just unreasonable jealousy because these are 2 people I trusted with my life. Fast forward to about a year ago. I had lost my job and my dad passed away within a month of each other. I really needed support but was still fighting for some affection from her, but no, work is first. I had no effort left to fight night shifts, so I stopped rushing home for the few minutes I got to spend watching her do her makeup before leaving for the night. Mysteriously, she started spending a lot more time with my roommate around the same time. I would wake up in the middle of the night to them upstairs laughing and living it up. This whole time she blames me for not wanting to spend time together when she leaves for work at 7 p.m. and goes to bed around 5 a.m. I just graduated with an engineering degree and have been looking for a career to really establish my life, so night shift isn't really an option most places. She refused to accept that I couldn't change to night shift without throwing away my career that I've worked so hard for. Next thing I know, he's staying up later explicitly to spend time with her after work. He doesn't work and just sits at home, so moving when he sleeps doesn't affect him at all. She then started waking up earlier to go on hikes with him while I was at work. She finally off the relationship and blames my lack of effort to spend time together. 2 days later they went on a date and the next morning she came out for his room early in the morning. I moved out that day. They both claimed neither had feelings like that, but I didn't buy it and left. Fast forward a few months and now they are openly dating. Our other roommate confronted them about lying to both of us about their feelings for each other and betraying us. They both fight that their feelings for each other started after the breakup, but that's clearly not what was happening. This is someone I was ready to marry, but she didn't want to spend time together and swears that she's known for a year that I would never marry her. And she cheated with my roommate that I called a brother. For years if someone mentioned cheating she would blow off on a rant about how cheaters are the worst, and if I ever cheated she would never talk to me again, and how cheating doesn't have to be physical. Now that she cheated and I blew up on them like she promised, they both doubled down on denying cheating. I have never been more betrayed in my life. Just a few extra details that missed in the main. The night we finally broke up she came down to the bedroom, broke up with me, and within 60 seconds of leaving the room was upstairs in the living room laughing up a storm with him. Our other roommate and my best friend didn't move out initially. BC, we both still were trying to believe that they weren't that involved with each other. When it was clear, he would hear them through the not soundproof walls of the house sneaking around. Their relationship was romantic. He confronted them and they made up a lie trying to claim that I was just looking for an excuse to move in with my sister. My best friend flipped out and then moved out, and the 2 of them have no one left but each other. Neither have any friends outside of the house, and now they don't have any friends in general. They swear nothing was happening while we were still dating, but still found it necessary to try and hide the romantic part of their relationship from our roommate after I left, which just screams we know what we're doing but don't actually care about how terrible it is. TLDR, my girlfriend of 7 years couldn't even consider giving up her dead-end night shift job, so cheated on me with my roommate from college. BC, he didn't have to work to pay rent and could bend his schedule around hers. Thanks for letting me get this off my chest, everyone. Even if it gets buried in Reddit, it feels good to vent it out there. Edit, holy crap everyone, thank you so much. As a usual lurker on Reddit at most, I never expected all the replies and likes. Definitely surreal for a Reddit noob like myself. I'm trying to read everyone's comments and throw some replies around. In response to all the suggestions for new hobbies and jobs, I'm going to try putting the 2 together. My brother-in-law and I both have many years of 3D printing experience, so are working on getting some things to sell in an online shop like miniature figures or custom parts. When we get an online shop, you guys will definitely get an update down the road. Here are some best comments from our community. I 100% agree with you. But telling her parents won't do much. BC Her dad kicked her out and hasn't talked to her since high school over smoking weed. And her mom uses men for their money and then cheats on them and divorces them like clockwork. My ex even has the nerve to constantly talk down about her mom and what she does but follows in her footsteps. Aside, this is the first time I actually typed out my ex and it felt so good and liberating just to type it. We make time for the people we care about. You tried so hard to make time for her, but she blew it off. She did, however, make time for Roomie. And yes, they both lied. They're both trash. It doesn't feel like it now, but you have opened the door to better people and better opportunities. Keep your chin up. I'm sorry to hear about your situation, man. That really sucks. It was a great decision to leave that place immediately. You don't deserve to live with snakes lying to you all the time. Glad to hear that your other friend was disgusted by their actions as well and left. It may take a while, but you have all the time in the world to heal from this. Take it slow and do your best to move on from her as early as now. She has no right to come crawling back to you in the foreseeable future, and neither does your friend deserve to call you as such. Karma has a way of letting people know that they messed up, and in this case, they definitely did. My roomie is the best. He's been my best friend longer than I can remember. We lived just a few doors down from each other and our parents were friends. He's followed me when I moved from PA to CO for school, with the only question asked being, when should I get on the plane? Seriously can't express how much we keep each other's backs. The only reason he didn't move out the same day I did was the fake waterworks they both gave us, so he was giving them a final chance, but the close household the four of us kept for years was immediately broken. I'm so sorry. You were together for a significant period, all your adult life. I won't minimize that. It will take a lot of time, but you will recover. You're so young. You can't imagine it now, but you've been freed, and someday in the future you will look back and chuckle at how torn up you were over a trash person and how better off you are being rid of her. The way it happened was cruel, but good in the long run. And although I recommend never speaking to her again and eliminating her from all thoughts, note it is very rare relationships born of infidelity last. The fact they have only each other left adds more likelihood they won't make it. They blew up their lives for nothing. Do not take her back. They both suck. I'm sorry you were betrayed. I felt you when you said you trusted them with your life. That's how I felt about my ex when I found out. It's crushing when someone does such betrayal when you value them so highly. This is not your fault. In the future, listen to your intuition. You knew something was up. Trust yourself/instincts. Cut off communication with the both of those trash bags. They don't deserve any access to you. It'll help your healing. Focus on journaling, healing, new hobbies, and know that they were both removed from your life like that for a reason, even though it hurts. Things/people/jobs are removed to replace with even better. Condolences about your father. He is still with you in spirit. Ask him for guidance and support. You may not believe in such, but consider it. Your ex is a bum and didn't deserve you at all. She deserved your roommate, because trash deserves trash and you're not trash. You are so much better off. You have an engineering degree. Enjoy your life and move on, bruh. Also, how do you will think it will end? 2 cheaters, one who betrayed a friend and one who betrayed a boyfriend of 7 years. This will not end well for them, and you shouldn't care. When she tries to reach out, whether it's 6 months or 5 years, and she will, especially if you have social media. Just ignore her. Act like she is nothing. BC, that is what she is. You have literally won the lottery of life. It may not feel like it right now, but it will soon. Sounds like in your writing you should have ended it years ago. BC, she seems like a terrible person. They will not be together forever, so you now need to cut everything off and act like they both don't exist. BC, I can guarantee from personal experience she will reach out when it goes bad. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.